All right, she's 82 years old, 6 feet under, and has a red-hot sex tape. No, not Barbara Walters, but you're close. Marilyn Monroe's sex tape has just been purchased for $1.5 million. But rather than put it on pay-per-view where it belongs, the guy who bought it is storing it. That's what Keya Morgan, the agent who arranged the sale, says anyway. The film depicts Monroe on her knees engaging in oral sex with an unidentified man. Angela, your mother's in the green room. It was recorded, the tape was recorded in the 1950s. The film is only 15 minutes long, and you can't see the man's face. Still, it's 10 times better than that crap Juno. Jim, the agent says the owner wants to protect Monroe's privacy and not show the film. Is that fair to America?
No, it stinks. And I want to know who's the guy in the tape getting oral from Marilyn. What a great secret keeper. I have a photo with Ben Affleck I showed everybody I meet.
But you know what? Listen, Jim. At the end of the day, when we're kids, we have the playground. We have recess to go and play. But when it's in the bedroom, anything goes, and it should be private. I'm glad that he's keeping this to himself.
He's probably gay. He wouldn't have known. He's actually jealous of Marilyn. Him and J. Edgar wanted to watch it together and mumble "lucky girl."
If that's the case, make your own sex tapes. But why go through this woman's privacy? She's dead. Let's leave it alone.
I have a feeling that maybe the reason why you don't know who it is it's somebody famous. Yeah. That's got to be it, right? Now, I read somewhere, I don't know, Allison, I read that they, like J. Edgar Hoover and the FBI, went through every single frame to look at the guy's penis to see if it was JFK.
Right. And I think that it was inconclusive, actually. But, you know, I have to say that I'm worried about Marilyn Monroe. I think she's on a collision course. The pressure on dead starlets is intense, and she's out of control.
It's true. You know, she could just spiral into another Lindsay Lohan.
She'd be headed to rehab any time. And I didn't even know that they could make sex tapes back then. Like, do you have to change the reel in the middle of this?
And how do you hide it under a sock when you're filming?
When it's in a big canister.
Actually had one of those little berets and knickers on. It was old-timey.
Yeah.
Bill, you use that when you're looking through gay magazines. You often say you're examining men's genitalia to see if they belong to a president.
Greg is juvenile and vaguely retarded as your question is. You're actually kind of spot on, because once again, it was J. Edgar Hoover that insisted on looking at every frame to find out whether or not it was JFK's wiener.
But
part of that was because he wanted to blackmail him. The other part of it is because he put the Hoover in Hoover. The man was a tranny deluxe.
But could
he probably did it with his boyfriend at the time.
Could have been JFK, or could have been his brother Robert, could have been Peter Lawford.
Robert was filming.
You never know.
I think it's Peter Lawford.
You think it's Peter Lawford?
Yeah, that's because he was doing everything.
Yes, he was.
Everything.
Yes, he was.
Jim, how much money would you pay to see that tape?
I don't know, as much as I could afford. I mean, I couldn't afford $1.5 million, but I'd spend a good $10,000 to have 10 minutes alone. How great to whack your bag to your own porno of Marilyn Monroe. That would turn me on if it was Natalie from The Facts of Life.
What? Did you say whack your bag?
Yes.
Whack your bag.
See, now we have to bleep it twice.
Your bag, okay?
Yeah, 3 times.
Whatever that means.
Not just besmirch Natalie. I can't even talk. That's how upset I am.
You know, it's something they do in security when you're going on a plane. They whack your bag to see if there's anything in it. It's totally clean, Angela. Totally clean.
I'm trying to relate it, but I just can't.
And sometimes they'll juggle the bag to make sure that there's definitely not anything in there.
Exactly.
To make sure it's
No,
fine.
what they do is they cup the bag.
Yes, exactly.
Occasionally, they'll actually save the bag. They'll save the bag occasionally.
Now, the interesting thing, though, I love how in the press, at 2008, they still describe what she was doing as an unnatural act. Yeah. I thought that was amazing.
It's considered as sodomy, and it's still in certain states, oral sex is still considered as sodomy because it's not to procreate and make children.
The only thing unnatural is if he kisses her when she's finished. Hand her some Lavoris and say, beat it, Marilyn.
I love it when we start on an up note.
I know. All right, all right.
See his mother, I am sorry, I am sorry, I am sorry. That's all I can say.